Wonder who's calling me now. Hello? Oh, hey, Mom. How you doing? Oh, not too bad. I'm just in the middle of work right now. Old Farmer Bill? Yeah, I remember him. What? Wow, that's really sad. I used to help him out when I was younger. He did what? No way. There's no way that can be right. Did you check that? So, he actually left his farm to me? Why would he do that? That's news to me. I didn't even know that he was thinking about that. Well, I guess I did hear that he didn't have any kids or any nieces or nephew. In fact, he didn't really talk about family much at all. Well, I have been wanting a change of pace recently. Let me think about it, and let me get back to you. But sounds like a good opportunity. I might fly out there and come back to town and check it out. Take a look around. Well, here we are. The railroad, I do remember this railroad came right by his farm. I can already hear some stuff going on. I mean, the place definitely looks like it was somewhat taken care of, and from what I understand, the equipment comes with it. So, let's see here. We'll just hop on over to the barn here. Well, that's the Challenger he used to have me run. Cultivator's in there. Looks like the planter's in the back. Well, did I catch something there? Yeah, the John Deere's in there too. I mean, I think he had pretty standard equipment for what was going on around here. Fields are all there. We'll have to take a look at those. Oh wow, the Massey's still here, and the header to boot. Looks like it was taken care of. And there's already some work to do. What does he got? Wheat here? Is that what we got? Looks like it. We get up close to it. Yeah, that's wheat that needs ready to go. Let's hop down here. What's this here? Is this wheat also, or is this oats? Oh, that's canola. Yeah, you get up real close, you can see it. He's still got some head of cattle over here. I don't think we're getting milk from these guys, but it's a good head of cattle that, you know, we could deal with if we needed some. Well, we even got the grain silo. He took care of that as well. Okay. All in all, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, let's see. Oh, hey. I would have half thought these doors were rusted shut, not to be open. I guess he was really trying to take care of things at the very end. Oh man. This is a new addition. He must have got this past couple years ago. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this door works over here. Opens up just fine. Well, that must be the neighbor coming in to check on everything. He might be a good resource later on. But everything looks to be here. Can't say that I'm displeased at all. They even got the trailer over here. I'm gonna come over here, come into the barn. I'm gonna make a phone call. Hey, Mr. Harper, how you doing? Yeah, I got a chance to walk around the farm, and it looks pretty good. I can't say that there's any reason not to honor the will. Everything's here that I would need. I got a little refreshing to do. Yeah, if you just send that to me, I can sign off on that right now. Everything will be fine. Yeah, sure. Send it over to me. I'm just gonna check on some things, and we'll sign that, and we'll be ready to go if that's what you're saying. Well, cool beans. Yeah, I guess that's right. I'll be a proud new owner of a big working farm for the time being. Yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Well, I'll let you know if I need anything. Well, okay. I guess I'm just going to take care of the paperwork and then everything will be good. And that one there is for the oil, and then the one next to it is for the diesel fuel. And we've checked here. This one looks good. All right, well, I think everything looks good. Hey, I wonder who's calling me now. Hello? Oh, hey, Justin, how you doing? I haven't seen you since high school. Wow, yeah. Well, so you're working over at the bank now? Yeah, well, I got a few minutes. What's up? Yeah, I took over old Farmer Bill's farm. Yeah, I just signed the paperwork a little bit ago. I'm just out here working on the equipment right now. No, I didn't hear anything about any outstanding debt at all. I mean, how much are we talking here? It wasn't in any of the paperwork or nothing. $3 million? Like, are we sure that number's right? It can't possibly be right. I mean, he had nobody that lived with him. I can't imagine anything going wrong. So wait, he had a big gambling problem? I mean, I haven't talked to him since I was young, so I guess that could be possible. If it's on record at the bank, I don't really know if I can argue that at all. So, I mean, I don't have the money to pay that back right now. You mean you'll give me an extension? Because, yeah, I can't really pay that. I mean, I guess it's lean to the farm, but is there some kind of deal we can make here? I mean, I don't really want that over my head. But I just signed the paperwork, so do I need to get the lawyer involved? So you're telling me there is some kind of deal we can do here then? Maybe possibly turn this around? Just make some interest payments every month. You'll give me 3 years to clear the debt in full, and I can keep the farm when we're free and clear? Ah, there's the kicker. Okay, so you're telling me we can go through a payment plan and I have 3 years to clear the debt, and if I clear the debt, everything's fine, but otherwise I'll have to forfeit the farm back to the bank with no issues on my account. It just goes back to the bank. You guys are able to do that? That sounds fishy, but I mean, I guess I can't really do anything about the debt there. I mean, someone has to pay that, but I can't pay it. Well, can I get 24 hours to think about it? Yeah, give me 24 hours. There's some work I can do around here and see what we can do. I'll call around and see what contracting work we have as well. Maybe I can work something out, see what we can do. Give me 24 hours and I'll give you a call back. Wow, $3 million in debt. Apparently it was some gambling debt that he'd rung up, old Farmer Bill. I didn't know anything about that. I don't know if they failed to mention it. I'm gonna have to look into that. But, I mean, if that's the case, we've got some work to do. I saw that some fields were out there ready to be harvested already, but, I mean, that's not very much. So, I guess if that's the deal, let's get the Massey set up and take these fields down and see what that brings in. It's not going to be optimum for us, but let's see what we got. Well, if I pull up the old tablet here, I can look at the finances, and yeah, I mean, we've got our $100,000 there that we brought with us from selling our apartment and moving down here, but there's that loan balance of $3 million right there that we're going to have to take a stab at. And even looking at prices, we've got, we know we have wheat that we could sell right away. And then right now we're looking at, what is it, I mean, we got to send them somewhere. We're looking at a high of 274, but a high of 408 in January. It might make sense to hold on to that. And then we have canola as well. Canola is sitting a little bit higher at 550, but we're looking at 730 in December. And I don't know how many liters we're going to have, but we'll be able to get an idea. Let's get these fields taken off and see how much we get and take a look at the numbers. Well, I think I just got to pull up to this thing and get it hooked up here. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing here. We're gonna look it up and get it up close here. Looks like we can hook it up there. Let's get out, go up here. Oh man, there's lots of hoses and stuff we got to get in here. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. That should work out just fine. All right, there we go. We're gonna get all set up here. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Okay, well, I think we're ready to get up into the field here. Okay. Back up here. Let's see if I can remember all my controls correctly. Get my little notepad out here. I think I gotta... Oh, wrong button. I think I gotta unfold the harvester. Let's take a quick look out there. Looks like it's unfolded. We're gonna lower our header. We're gonna get everything turned on. Just gonna kind of sneak in here and see how we do. Oh, not bad. Everything's looking just fine. All right, hopefully I get this done quick enough. Okay, well, before we make too many passes up and down, I better go get the deer and the trailer and unload this thing. We'll get that hooked up and then bring it over here. Oh man, this old girl's not too bad looking. Looks like Farmer Bill took care of everything. Oh man, okay, let's get her fired up. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Okay, let's grab the trailer. I think I saw it up here. I wonder how long he's gonna hang out over there. Okay. Back her up here. Looks like we're right on. We're getting close. It's got her hooked up here. Okay. I'm gonna check everything back here. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get out in the field. We're gonna grab what we got left in the combine. That way we're not stuck out in the middle of the field. Oh, we gotta make a swing here. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Oh, no problem. Park it right like here. We're just gonna shut this off here. Yep, just get in the combine and let's see, we gotta get our pipe out. What's my button here? Let's see, pipe out is... where are we looking? There we go. Let's see, did it come out? Yeah, there we go. Looks like it is. Oh, we're close here. Let me back up. There we go. There we go. All unloaded. Alright, let's get this puppy fired back up and see what we can do.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass among the flowers. We just let the days pass by. People would tell us to get a grip of ourselves and get a job. We didn't care what we were told, 'cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It was impossible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we got older, we tried to stay in touch, but we had to move.
Okay, that's got that field done. We only had to unload it one time, and then this might fill the trailer. That's for sure. That trailer's not very big. Alright, we're pulling up here. What's it look like? Looks like we have, about 6,300 liters? We'll have to see if we can get that display changed. Alright, we want to get the pipe out here. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna all fit in the trailer or not. If it doesn't, we'll just run it over. We'll get the combine set up on the next field. I don't think we're gonna get it all. Yep, there we go. We still have 37%. Alright, I'm gonna get the combine set up on the canola field, and then we're gonna run back and empty out the trailer and then get the rest of it emptied. Okay. Lower the head down and just let this sit here. Alright. Just give me a minute. Well, we're getting ready to pull up here, and I mean, we had over 8,000 liters in this first trailer. Again, these displays are all in liters. I don't know if I can change that or not. We want bushels. That make more sense to me. Maybe old Bill was doing something different than everybody else. There we go. Okay. Alright. We're going to turn the tractor off. Get back over here to the combine. Okay, that's got that emptied out. I think before we start this, it's probably best just to put this in the silo. All right, there we go. Unloading the last of the wheat. Okay. When we get back over here, we're going to pull up our tablet again, and we're going to see if this gives us any kind of information. We're going to snug this over here against the fence. There we go. Okay, looking at what we got. 10,000, 11,000 liters. That's... Well, if we do $400 in January, $400 for per 1,000 liters, that's almost 11,000 liters, which is 44. So we're gonna get $4,400 for that wheat if we hold it till January. I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, we're on to the next one. Hopefully this one maybe gets us a little bit more. I don't know if they were really taking care of these fields or not. We'll have to just see what we can do if we really get into this. Maybe we'll ask around, talk to some farmers, see if there's ways to improve it, or just see if we can find out whether or not these fields are really taken care of. But we're gonna rip through this canola. I can't say I'm seeing a huge amount of yield coming off the field, but you never know. Maybe canola isn't a big yielding crop to begin with. But let's get stuck in and get her taken off.
If I could go back, be 17 again, yeah, I would, just to see all my friends running around the city, acting crazy like we used to do. I wish I could turn back time. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we were 17. When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we were 17.
Well, that's it for this field. Well, it wasn't very much. I don't know if they weren't able to take care of the fields like they wanted to or not, but we'll have to just take a look at it here. See what we got. I don't even think I'm going to dump this in the trailer. I'm just going to take this straight to the silo. Well, we should be able to pull up here and do this. See, we get the pipe out and we just drive to the side here. There we go, it's unloading. We didn't have a lot in there. That field didn't bring us very much. I'm starting to get nervous. All right, there we go. That's it. I guess there's one more field on the property that I didn't get a chance to look at. We might take the trailer and park it back in after we take care of this header and whatnot. Got it on there just fine. We're gonna sneak up here and hook back up to this and store it back in the shed where it was. For the time being, until I check out this other field, I think that's all we can do with this. Alright, let me get here, see what I'm doing. We're gonna sneak this over to the side, I think. No reason parking it right in the middle where you can't use the rest of your building. Bit of a tight squeeze. That'll be fine. We're gonna shut her down for now. I think I'm actually gonna take the trailer and put it in there too. Yep, we're just gonna back the trailer and the tractor right in here. I think I'm gonna park it. I need the exercise. We're gonna jog over to the field and check it out. There we go. Maybe straighten it a little bit. Yep. Alright, let's run over to that field. Well, ain't that a kick in the teeth. Looks like this was a barley field that had already been taken care of. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any of this, but I'm gonna make some phone calls and see what happened to these fields, if anything has been done with them. Well, I talked to some of the local farmers and neighbors and whoever wanted to talk to me, and we got a little bit of more information. Looks like all these fields, yeah, it looks like field number 4, they said that had gotten plowed, but the other 3 that we have on this farm, we just harvested. And then, yep, it looks like they all need lime to some degree, but field 4, that's got mulch on it. So when we did the canola, it left that stubble on the ground, but also the residue got put on the ground. But then they all need limed, and well, yep, they said that might be a problem too. They all need plowed. So we got quite a bit of work ahead of us, but that does tell us that they can get better. We can get better yields from these fields here. And I think, let's take a look at our calendar. You can plant wheat, barley, and canola through September, wheat and barley through October, but you have to plant everything else in the spring. Let's take a look at some prices. Well, we know wheat is a $400 a liter. We know wheat is 408 per 1,000 liters in January. And then let's see what our total amount of canola was. 5,400. So let's call it an even 5,000. 5 times 7. We're looking at somewhere around $3,500. Yeah, not very much. I think if my math is right, that's not going to bring in very much. Now, we can do barley, it said. That's $379. But you can do corn is $505. That's in January, but we won't see that profit. Go back to the calendars. Anything? See, that takes up a bunch of time. I don't know if I like that. Something else I read about. See, you can plant grass all the way through November and harvest it. I'm wondering, let's take a look at something else. We may take a crack at this. I've never really been one to say no to a good challenge. What's our highest yielding crop that we can harvest? Let's see, sorghum is 525. I don't think we can do that one. Soybeans are 1200. Soybeans, I've always heard, have been, can make or break a farm. I think we're gonna go for the soybeans, but for the time being, I think we're gonna try something. I think we're gonna take all these fields and turn them over to grass fields, and we're gonna try to make wrapped silage bales in the off season, and we're gonna try to flip them over and make them into bean fields when it's ready. We're looking at 100, and it's a pretty flat. We've got silage. The price of that is a pretty flat 121 per thousand, and I think a bale is maybe somewhere around 5,000. So you get about, I'd say we'd get about $500 at least per bale. And depending how well we do, that might be how we do this. It might get repetitive, but if we can get ahead of ourselves, that might work out. I don't know. Something else I've noticed is on our finances app on our tablet, we have property income. I'm gonna have to look into that and see what that is. See what's giving us income. It might be beehives or something like that. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I might be up for the challenge. We've got straw on the ground that we could pick up, and we can save that for something. I definitely think we're gonna treat this ground with lime, and we're gonna plow it. And I think we're gonna plant grass in these fields, and we're gonna try to make silage bales out of these fields in the off season, and then we're gonna try to get set up for soybeans, and we're gonna try to do the best we can. I think I'm gonna let the bank know that we'll take their offer of 3 years to pay off the $3 million debt. It's definitely gonna be a challenge, but I'm up for a challenge, and I want to see if I can make it work. There's no guarantees in success here, but there's also no risk involved, because the bank said since it was inherited and they're going off of old rules, is the son doesn't inherit the father's debts, even though this isn't really that case. They said if I don't pay it off in 3 years, then they just take the farm and I'm out free and clear, but I gotta move out. Gotta find somewhere to go. Well, that's all for now. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. This is gonna be a wild ride. Let's see what happens. Take care. Have a good day.